Hi guys, welcome back. Well, the last video I posted I showed the piece of 3mm thick brass plate that I'd ordered, and I cut this brace out of it on the scroll saw, brace for the 4 legs. Waiting for the brass bar that I've ordered. I think it's 20 millimeters by 200. I'm still waiting that to arrive to make the legs and feet. So this is a piece that I've got an offcut from the original plate, and I thought that would be wide enough to make the hand crank mechanism out of. I just need a circular piece cut out of it. I think I may drill three holes around the circumference, and then just as an offset I want a wooden handle as a crank mechanism. So I'll be looking around and see what I've got lying around, and I've got 2 pieces of this gorgeous mahogany that were offcuts from the main plinth that I made, and I thought that would be a nice match with it being the same wood. Set it up nicely. Doesn't need to be too big. Anyway, these are 2 of the offcuts that I've got. I'm thinking that will be big enough. Needs to be about so let's see. Yeah, if I cut that down to 50 millimeters off there and square it up on the bandsaw to begin with, drill a hole through the centre of it to put a long bolt through, I'll be able to fasten that in the 3-jaw choke then, and turn that down. So yeah, I think that piece, there's no splits in it or marks, so I think that piece will be alright for that. And I'm just going to mark this off square and then find the centre. What I'm thinking of using, guys, to get the circular piece out is one of these hole saws, and the blade that's in it at the moment is just inside the lines of the brass, so I don't know what these will be like for cutting through brass, but I'm going to give that a try first. So I'm going to put a small hole through the centre to begin with, and I'll mount it on the drill press, put the brass in the vise, and see if we have any joy with that. A change of plan, guys. I'd like to make full use of the width of this brass and this hole saw that I was going to use in the drill press. The outer edges of this are not as wide as the brass, and then you've got to take into account the thickness of the blade itself, which will reduce it down even farther. So what I've done, I've just drilled a hole through the centre of it on the drill press, and I've squared it off, and I'm going to cut this up on the shaper, and then with the hole that I've got in the centre, mount that into a bolt, put that into the 3-jaw in the vise, and then I'll turn it down until I just get onto the outer edge of the bar itself, and I think that'll give me the full width of the bar then. So I've never cut brass on the shaper before. I've got it on its fastest speed. Just inside the line though. Let's see how this goes. Well, that's making a horrible screech. Bit of lube. I've just got an 8mm bolt that I'm going to put through the centre of that. Put a spring washer on the back and another nut, maybe a lock nut. That'll fit into the 3-jaw then, and that should enable me to make full width to the material then. Well guys, I was going to mount it into a 3-jaw, but I've got the collet chuck on the lathe at the moment, so I might as well use that. I've got the right size collet to use, so it's just a matter of swapping it over. piece of brass turned down now into the circle that I wanted. I need to drill three. I'm going to drill 3 equally spaced holes in that, but to do that I'm going to mount the dividing head onto the milling machine table. But before I do that, I've just received a piece of aluminium mesh that I've been waiting for, and it's just slightly oversized, so I've marked it out one side. I need a piece up here and a piece up this length, but I've marked it out, so before I take the scroll saw, I'm going to cut down that side. Never use a scroll saw as much. I knew this was the reason that I bought it in the first place. So I think we're the right width now. Yep. I'll mark the other side out, and guys, I'll mark the other dimension out now, guys. Cut that, and then we'll put the dividing head on. Yeah, the piece of aluminium, perforated aluminium, I've just cut on a scroll saw. I'm hoping the controller for the CNC is going to speak back to me. So that's the speaker grill. That will just fit in that position. Whoops. Well, I'm going to carry on polishing this, guys. I've got the handle more or less complete. That will fit on there now. I think you get the idea of that. So I'm going to call that a day, guys. It's getting a bit long now. Hopefully tomorrow the 20mm brass bar will arrive and I can carry on with the feet and legs. And then get that finished, and then there'll be quite a lot of machining to do for the actual drive mechanism for it. It's quite a complicated unit, this. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. More videos coming very soon.